Well. Welcome everyone to another game of Littlewargame. And welcome to both of these players, which I'll introduce in just a second. Welcome back to the channel, both of you. In the top left hand corner, spawning with the red pieces on Ravaged, who would have thought? It's bScherm. An interesting house placement. And on the opposite side of the map, on the bottom right hand corner with the blue pieces, it is our friend TryDying, also known as ConsciouslyEating. bScherm also say like, is this consciously eating? Yes it is. Well, what's the difference between this smurf and TryDying, another one of his smurfs? Probably the mentality. Maybe the basic... well, it's the name. Never mind. There goes all of my credibility. However, both of these players have been featured on the channel before. Both of them have been featured multiple times, actually. But if I'm correct, I could be totally wrong, this is the first time that I actually have a game of these two against each other. Having that said, though, in this ranked Okay, that's interesting. The selection box goes through to the map, but not the... Okay, well, never mind. Interesting things you come out every single time. But this ranked season, as it's going to be Den versus Den, they are 0-0 at the time of this game being played. They are no longer 0 versus 0, but I'm not going to spoil the current score of them just yet. They are 0-0. So this is a ranked game. This is the first ranked game that they played against each other. So this is for all the beans. Having that said though, both of these players are in Division 1. And they, at least when it comes to the ladder and the rankings, they are similarly skilled. bScherm, however, does have the slight edge when it comes to MMR at the point of recording. So bScherm is the slight favorite to win here. Having that said though, the move of the wolf around means that TryDying is just now seeing this wolf. A very nice movement from bScherm, trying to keep TryDying on his toes. Another wolf is popping out though, so it's 2 versus 1, not the greatest position to be in, and in the meantime it's only 1 versus 1 in the base of our friend in the blue. Now, his backup wolf has arrived. There's a damage advantage to bScherm's red set of wolves though, as he himself is getting a natural base. TryDying getting his natural just a little bit later, but he is sending his worker out. It's going to be a deficit of approximately 20 seconds. Not the biggest deal, but definitely not the best position to be in. bScherm, however, is going to go very defensive with the watchtower at the natural. He did not produce any more wolves, so he has already a wolf down when it comes to this position, and he is going to be 2 wolves down. He is, however, going to take the slight advantage when it comes to the economy. This is going to be an interesting situation though. 3 versus 2 wolves. The watchtower is not being completed yet. It still has 10 more seconds to go. So bScherm needs to have a little bit of a defensive position going. This is going to be a tricky situation for TryDying to try and beat, as it is just too close to finishing. The transfer of the workers means that our player in the red, Mr. bScherm, is going to take a big income boost, which is slowly going to be caught up by our player in the blue. In the meantime, there is still a wolf just going around everywhere in the base of TryDying, and nothing really to be done about that. This is very interesting. There is an animal testing lab, and there is only 1 wolf den. That is tough. That is very interesting. I've not seen that before. Usually it's pretty much what TryDying is doing. getting at least 2, maybe 3 dens and then get the upgrades in. But bScherm is focusing on the upgrades more. He is getting his second den in, which means 2 versus 3 den. But if he does manage to indeed get some upgrades going, he's going to be in a big advantage, I would like to say. Upgrades can be a major difference maker when it comes to some of the fights, even if TryDying does have some more army, and especially if bScherm would get himself some snakes in there as well. If he goes with the attack upgrade, as you can see, if he gets himself a snake charmer, to get himself some snakes to take advantage of the fast attack speed of the snakes and dish out plenty of damage. Having that said though, TryDying is going for snakes, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. He is supply blocked though, and quite heavily as well. He's going to be supply blocked for at least 12 more seconds, and that is going to be rough. This wolf is just going to keep walking in circles in his base. We have seen that before, I think, with Langweilig, but I'm not entirely sure. So history seems to repeat himself. bScherm getting himself a snake charmer as well. I believe it's all the way up here in this corner. Yep, there it is. And getting himself a third wolf den too. So they are equal when it comes to production. They both have a snake charmer, so going for snakes. There is only a slight army advantage when it comes to the wolf count. However, this is going to be a major difference maker. First, snakes are being produced by our player in the blue, while I think that it's not going to take a long time for snakes to be produced by our player in the red either. First attack upgrade, 2 seconds for being completed, and it is a great timing to have. He could have been closer to the enemy's side of the field, but this is going to be devastating. An extra damage every attack is going to be tough for TryDying. Not all of the wolves are actually being taken into account when it comes to this fight. And you can see just the difference it makes. A nice movement from TryDying, getting a little bit of a surround on some of these wolves, but does go and leave and try and save some of these wolves. Snakes are being produced. He's finally not supply blocked anymore. A third base almost being completed. Going to be completed a lot faster than bScherm's, but as you can see, he is taking the victory when it comes to the army. It was, I believe, 13 to maybe like 15 or something, or 11 to 13. He only has 2 wolves at home, so he would still be on 11 pretty much. But the army from TryDying has been softened up a lot more. These snakes coming to a little bit of a savior when it comes to the defense for TryDying, but I don't think that this push is going to be the best thing to do. Second upgrade is in production for bScherm. More wolves being completed, another wolf den being constructed as well, so he is going to be up when it comes to production facilities. However, TryDying is going for a double... I am blind. A double animal testing lab. And he needs it. He is going to be 2 upgrades behind pretty much as soon as his 2 animal testing labs finish. So even if he builds 2 attack upgrades at the exact same time, he's still just going to be behind. Snakes, however, being a great addition to this army, getting some more DPS from the ranged position, but bScherm, is he going for the complete surround? It kind of looks like he is. These snakes and wolves are not really going anywhere. This surround is absolutely insane. I think he just needs to stop moving and actually just attack, but yeah, as soon as he moved, the snakes could have gotten out of there again. I think he had it, would have just stayed attacking, but this is still absolutely devastating. These snakes are going to be taken down as these wolves have more movement speed, and this wolf might actually be cut off as well. Is he going to be attacked? No, just not attacked, but these snakes are definitely signing their deathbed. double attack, or actually not double attack, one attack, one armor upgrade being started for our player in the blue. Trying to do some arrest with four wolves in the end. It's not going to be enough though. 6 wolves are here, ready to go. 2 attack upgrades have been completed. There's a werewolf den under construction, so bScherm, even though he does have a snake charmer, is not producing any snakes. He's going for a wolf-werewolf combo. This is very nice though, catching that worker out at the 4th, not allowing him to make a 4th right there. Worker is going to go down, or if he's actually going to move, he is going to move. Doesn't have the movement speed though, so is it actually going to be taken down? No, TryDying, not paying attention. Could have possibly taken down the worker, but still being delayed 4th is very nice. Does have another wolf at this location as well, so he has both of them locked down. These wolves, however, are going to completely surround. This one is going to be taken down. The worker is going to be moved back. Nothing TryDying can do now. All of these wolves are definitely going to constrain TryDying's movement as well. The 4th is not going to happen because there's also a wolf on both locations for a player in the red. And he's going to take this army and keep him pinned down. There is, however, watchtowers at the gold mines from both of these bases, so there's not really that much bScherm can actually do himself, but a lot of wolves are being joined into this army. 21 versus 14. It's not going to be great. However, TryDying has a plan. He has constructed the fortress and has been making 2 dragon lairs. As bScherm has absolutely nothing that can fire up just yet, these dragons might be a savior. Does he know of the dragon dens though? No, he does not know, but can he actually see them coming? It feels like he can see them coming, because there's an advanced workshop being constructed. This is a massive surround for bScherm. Surrounding all of these wolves is absolutely disgusting. All of this is going to be taken down as the upgrades are just not enough. 2 attack versus 1-1 is not going to be in TryDying's favor. Look at the overrunning capabilities of these wolves. I think he's just going to take down some of the production. bScherm has a bird in there, sees the fortress, knows that there are probably dragons going to be on the way. He already made his advanced workshop. His first ballista is on the way. He also immediately started to produce some snakes. There is no more production right now. There is a werewolf being made. Maybe going to try and deal a killing blow before TryDying even has a chance to get a lot of dragons out. 2 are almost being popped out though, so with the 1-1 upgrade they are definitely starting to become scary, especially if you don't have anything to actually hit them yet. But 1 wolf then being taken down does limit the capabilities for TryDying to make any ground army or do another switch if he wants to do so. There's a wolf over here as he tries to get his 4th, which is a very nice attempt. Is the wolf going to be taken down? Yes, it is, so he will get his 4th up. These dragons taking down all of these wolves as they're being blocked is also a great play from TryDying. This workshop block for those wolves also huge to actually get them all lined up and ready to be killed by all of these dragons. They don't have that many kills, however, as they did not do the killing blow, but they definitely dealt the damage that they needed. This is interesting though. That's a graphical situation. But yeah, there were 2 ballistas ready to go. And also an airship, making them ballista ships, greatly increasing the mobility for the ballistas. And going to try and take down the wolves, not the wolves, the dragons, of course, as they come out. Making more and more and more ballistas, queuing up a lot of the units is not the best thing to do. He does, however, have plenty of money saved up. This is not the best thing that bScherm wants to do though. He wants to get the ballistas ready and actually shoot down the dragons. Did not drop the ballistas when they were closer to the dragons, so maybe missed out on a few of the shots. Does cancel his 4th base. He is going to be behind on it. Well, actually, he is not behind on economy. How is he not behind on economy? That is interesting. His second base is way oversaturated, and so is his first base. But I guess that is just the total amount of workers that he has that manages to get his economy up. But yeah, now it is going to turn around back into TryDying's favor. Having that said though, 3 attack upgrades for bScherm are definitely going to help when it comes to these snakes and dealing some damage to these dragons. They are going to fly into the main base. Is it going to be enough though? A second advanced workshop getting ballistas in is going to be devastating for these dragons. And these ballistas are definitely going to do some damage. He does not want to get this airship too close to the dragons and keep it too close though, as it's going to be very squishy and very easily taken down, as it has already lost over 50% of his health. It's not the best position to be in. Upgrades 3-0 to 1-1-4-0 almost being completed for bScherm, and 2-2 on the way for TryDying. Is it going to be enough though? This airship is going to be taken down. These ballistas do not have any more mobility. 4 ballistas though can deal a lot of damage. TryDying can definitely not engage into that. Did he manage to get the upgraded gunpowder? And he did not, so the ballistas do have a little bit of a limited firepower when it comes to taking down all of these dragons at the same time. Hold position on these workers is very nice. This watchtower, however, is going to go down. It seems like the wolves are taken down, but the dragons deal too much damage so far. If you look at the production tab, there's a lot of production when it comes to a player in the blue. TryDying, 2 werewolves and 2 dragons at the exact same time, also making more workers as well. He is a big deal behind when it comes to the worker count though, as he has taken down the 4th base of TryDying. Werewolves and snakes definitely deal a lot of damage. 4 ballistas are ready to take down the dragons, but this is not a move that you want to do, bScherm. All of these ballistas are going to be taken down. This is not what you want to do. This is such a waste. It's not even a tank for his army, as there's nothing that these ballistas are even tanking for. It's all just wasted potential. And that leaves a big opening for a player in the blue to actually go and take down this entire army. The wolves and all of the werewolves from TryDying are getting into the fray. The attack upgrades are definitely helping bScherm, but yeah, this one ballista is just not going to be enough. I feel like he's just going to be overrun. More werewolves enter the fray. The dragons all line up, which is a total of 8 dragons. 1 goes down, so 7 dragons, but all of the snakes go down. The entire army, or pretty much the entire army for bScherm, is just more wolves, not that much anti-air. If he just goes and takes down the airship, that would be great. He does, however, now manage to get the explosive shots, so it's definitely going to be a little bit more tricky for the dragons, but at the same time, this is actually terrible for TryDying. These attack upgrades working wonders for bScherm. A nice surround to the werewolves, they all start dying. The ballistas now having the explosive gunpowder upgrade makes them a lot harder to deal with. And also the production of 2 at the same time actually does not hurt either. This wolf, however, is once again taken down the 4th base. Not really that great. There's not a lot of mining happening for a player in the red. However, both of the main bases are mined out. TryDying, however, did get another 4th base, double watchtower, trying to secure all of it. This transition of workers to his 4th is definitely going to greatly increase the mining capabilities. But again, bScherm with the move out with the ballistas. Of course, the ballistas now are actually doing some of the tanking damage and taking the aggro, which is great for bScherm, actually taking down all of the ground army from TryDying. But just the fact that these are tanking everything is not great when you consider that there are 5 dragons ready to take down this entire army. He has to be careful though. 3 ballistas deal a lot of damage with the explosive shots, but 2 of these dragons, 3 of them actually being relatively low, not the best position to be in. bScherm keeps pressuring the 3rd base of a player in the blue. Look at this production here. There are a total of 2, 4, 6, 7 wolf dens and a werewolf den, which also can produce just wolves. See if we look, there are 6 wolves being produced at the exact same time. If you can just see the string of units being ran over to the bases of TryDying, I believe that this is going to be killing. The 4 attack upgrades obviously helping greatly. The ballistas, however, do not have any attack upgrades as they are only for the beast army. But these 3 ballistas definitely doing a lot of work when it comes to the dragons. And he can obviously just continue to make more. Another ballista being produced, more workers being produced. The income is relatively even though there is pretty much double the amount of workers for a player in the red, but he just doesn't have a place to mine from. These dragons, however, this ballista, trying to go and take them out. In the meantime, these snakes are also going to try and help. Another dragon almost being taken down, but it's not going to be enough just for now. He's going to try and keep these workers from dying. This ballista, boom, pops down one, pops down another one. 4 ballistas dealing shots, another hit, another hit. He's going to drop another ballista and is going to take down this dragon, I assume. Not just yet. Oh, well, there we go. Another dragon going down. All of the workers are being transferred to this 4th base. He wants to get a 5th to actually get more more mine income going. Does go and plan down his 5th. Leaves ballistas at every base. Very nice. However, werewolves did not see the bases, but he wants to flank again. This base is right there. It's probably going to be denied. But what's also going to be denied are these dragons. 2 ballistas in an airship are not what TryDying wants to see. He's going to be cornered. It does, however, see that there's not another base in this corner, which is going to be a little bit of a relief for him. But he does manage to take down the worker of this base, and I believe that this base is going to be cancelled. This base only has ballistas covering it and not anything else. So, once again, unnecessary damage being taken by these ballistas. Would be great picks for TryDying if they manage to be taken down, but it's still going to be tricky. All of these workers very much overly saturated. Is it going to be enough though? Look at all of the damage being done by these ballistas. Dragons not being taken down, but being dealt a lot of damage. 10 workers being moved to just do some long distance mining, to however be moved back because they do not want to be killed by the dragons. The dragons taking the long way home. Drops 2 ballistas, 1 dragon goes down, another dragon is about to go down. All of these shots, the double kill from the ballistas saves all of the workers. In the meantime though, this base is going to be denied again. A lot of workers, I feel like, have been taken down. Actually, not that many. 12 workers have been taken down for bScherm and 24 in total for TryDying. Not a lot of income done from those 2 players. A lot of minerals have been mined though, but it is greatly in favor of a player in the red when it comes to units lost. It's not really great having all of his workers being attacked that way and maybe losing just a few more. Actually only lost 1 in that attack, one of them being thrown over the wall and actually making his way back all the way from the main base. But yeah, this is not a great position to be in for TryDying. As you can see, 1,000 gold has been lost, but 1,000 gold advantage for bScherm, but he actually GG's out. That is very interesting. I did not see the final army composition when it comes to bScherm's army, but all of the ballistas would definitely have been able to deal with the only dragon that TryDying has. Apart from that, obviously, the 6 werewolves are definitely going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. But you would want to say that he has the upgrade advantage, and he does have the production advantage. However, just did not have any more income. Very tricky situation. I want to say that the transition to the werewolves saved TryDying from a very dire situation that he was in, because it seemed like bScherm was on the upper hand. But nonetheless, he did take the victory. Werewolves coming to the rescue. I think, and also a great thing for TryDying was that the 2 armor upgrades actually gives a, well, actually gives 2 armor, but the 2 attack upgrades gives a +4 damage to the werewolves, which is a great addition. But having that said though, bScherm at +5, so his werewolves, I assume, would deal +10 damage instead. So, I don't know. This is going to be tricky. It obviously was close, it went a little bit back and forth, but nonetheless, bScherm GG'd out and TryDying takes the victory. Takes the 1-0 lead when it comes to Ravaged. And at the time of this game, also the 1-0 lead when it comes to ranked overall. I did say that I was not going to spoil the current standings between the 2 players before the game, and I'm not going to do it after the game. So, if you want to know the stats, either check out a game in the future, cast in the future, with the updated stats between these 2 players, or obviously join Littlewargame yourself and check out the ladder games history between these 2 players, and you can see it out yourself. And while you're there, why not hop into a game as well? Having that said though, GG well played to both players, and obviously congratulations to TryDying. If you like the game and if you like the cast, obviously feel free to hit the thumbs up button, and if you do not want to miss any of the future casts, then obviously hit the subscribe button. And apart from that, I would like to thank both players for sharing the replay, and of course having this great match in and of itself. And to you, good luck, have fun in any other game that you are going to play yourself. And I hope to see you next time. And until then, have a great day, my dudes.